doing, Philadelphia? It's your boy, Lee Blanco. I'm out here in the center of Philadelphia trying to figure out what's on your minds as far as the Democratic primary. First off, we have 3 commercials from 3 of the different candidates, Jim Kenney, Anthony Williams, and Doug Allen. We're going to get some points of view and perspective from real Philadelphians on which ad kind of moves them in what direction. So it's an independent survey. We're going to see how Philadelphians react. Stay tuned and check it out. So what's some of the things that are important to you for a mayor in this city that might be important?
I think that the mayor should be knowledgeable about the education system and make sure that that is supported. I think that's kind of the bedrock of any city.
All right, well, I'm going to show you these few ads and, let's see which one that you would kind of support. Let's what's up with this. That's the first one we're going to ask Philly Jesus. So he's doing a little sermon right now, but after that we're going to talk and see what the deal is.
It's like, no.
So hold on, what's your name? Where you from? What's some things that are important to you as a young person? Who would you want out your mayor? Basically, you got 30 seconds commercial. Based on the primary. It's an independent, survey that's for the Democratic campaign coming up primary. Just want to see how you respond to the different ads and based on the ads, who would be more likely that you would support? Based off of who would you be more likely to vote for and who you trust?
I am sick and tired of
Just look like it over here. This is what we need to do. So based off of this, which
Why are Dwight Evans, Marion Tasco, and so many other people?
When your mom's a public school teacher, you become a big public school advocate.
she has public officials that been sitting in office for 20-odd years. Our communities need help. This is why I believe in Doug Oliver. I believe that he's going to make sure the resources is there. I believe that he's going to promote the issue of the people. Our children is worth so much more. This is why Doug Oliver needs to be in office.
That is pretty cool. What would make you stay in Philly? Like, what sort of things would the mayor have to do?
I'd say create just more jobs for young people if they want businesses, things like that. Like
Better public education. Like I would not want to raise kids here with
if I was a
current.
So it's public education.
And those are very much concerns of the millennials, and they should be concerns of the incumbent mayor for maybe the next 4 or 8 years. But let's check out these commercials. Are you familiar with any of the candidates?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright. I go to school at CCP.
okay.
And transferred to the Art Institute.
So have you heard about the mayoral race and the different candidates? That's for the primary?
Yeah.
Who kind of stuck out to you the most right so far?
This is one guy, I don't think I remember his name.
All right, well,
But he was talking about basically, making sure the whole city is developed nicely instead of just one part of the city making it beautiful and inviting besides the hood, because the hood need all different types of stuff. We got potholes, we got abandoned houses, we don't have playgrounds for the kids where they can feel safe at. We don't have rec centers for old people to go to and just get out the house and vent, talk, gossip or whatever. So I can't remember his name, but if I see a picture of him, I'll remember him.
well, let's see what he is. Alright, so based off of those, which ad kind of resonated most with you, and who would you kind of vote for?
I like I didn't really notice what the guy's name was. The second one, I like what they said. Like people need to move further on in their education. So like what I said earlier, kids aren't getting taught basic things, and I think the second one, he has things more things to teach them and stuff.
It's enjoyable.
The last one, the Kenny one, I don't know how I felt about him emphasizing that African Americans are endorsing him just because he's white, you know. I don't know how I feel about that, but I definitely, based off the 3 campaign videos I saw, I'd definitely be endorsing Doug Oliver. And he's also young, and it seems like, you know, he'll bring a lot of energy. And he seemed very sincere in his wish to tackle the education issue that this city is facing.
That's awesome. That's a good insight. How about you, sir?
I agree. I think the commercials kind of went from best to worst, just in terms of how enjoyable they were. Doug Oliver's video definitely made him seem younger, even though, like, I'm not actually sure if he's younger than the second guy. He looked a lot younger than the last,
even
than Kennedy.
The second guy had great hair.
Oh, I guess. But his music was like younger. He had someone else talking about him rather than talking about himself, which made that first video stand out.
Okay, so I mean the first one, I mean they kind of had a very elegant classical look, but I feel like the candidate was a little removed because it was mostly shot without anyone really talking. It was like a lot of music. The second one, with one of the people from Philadelphia, I think, were speaking. I think that was as like if I was a Philadelphia resident, I think that would also really touch me because it would be somebody who like I'm like sharing like a community with. But I think that the last one actually was my favorite because it was a candidate speaking directly to me from like his point of view, and like that's what I would want to hear.
I agree with her. We need more things for the community. I feel bad that most of the programs got cut for the young kids at the school, because I know when we were younger.
Yes, we used to go to Beacon every day. Like, that was our life. Like, Beacon, and everything that I did in life was because of my after-school program. Ice skating, bike club, modeling class, acting class, like all different types of stuff. Like basically prepare the kids for the real world and don't poison their mind with this standardized system. Yeah,
and also exposing them to being, you know, locked up. You know, as soon as they get in trouble, they want to, you know, just, you know, send them right down the street, go lock them up, put them on detention, instead of trying to get them into better programs and get them to do better. Because when you're distracted by something better, you're not thinking about the words.
Exactly. So it's kind of hard for them to kind of grow if you build a prison right down the street from their school.
Right.
So it's like, how can you do this and expect for them to do good at school? Because all they're expecting to do is just go to jail after high school.
I am sick and tired of what's going on in our education system.
Education. I say fine. Which ones do you want to leave out? Yeah. None of them.
This is why Doug Oliver needs to be in office.
So based on these samples, what did you like about some of the ads or campaigns, or which candidate kind of stuck out for you?
I liked the middle one. I don't remember the name, but I thought, I don't know, it was very playing to like ethos and really making you think about like the children, and it definitely was effective in that way, like evoking sympathy, I would say.
Plus I felt it was more personal than the other ones, which also like helped it.
I mean, in this one, like I thought, I mean, it had like a background beat, which was fun, but I also, I don't know, in some ways I felt, I don't know if it was very effective to have like a random person, like one random person speaking, like in comparison to the multiple people or someone like people have heard of. I don't know.
Okay, so this one was more like a city spokesman. You liked the Anthony Williams' personal touch when he actually spoke.
Yeah.
What about the first one, Kenny?
I think it was a good move to say other politicians who support him.
Okay.
But I feel like only naming politicians made him seem kind of untrustworthy. Because like I feel like there's a lot of distrust of politicians in general.
Yeah, his was probably maybe the most professional I felt.
Yeah.
It seemed.
Yeah, the third one seemed pretty.
It was more
like
casual.
low budget. Yeah.
More of a grassroots, and that kind of speaks to the campaign.
Exactly.
The campaign, because
and partner with businesses, community colleges, and universities to create jobs. So join leaders we trust in supporting.
You don't believe that? You don't believe that?
This is the thing, right?
He can't even speak for himself. He has to have a robot talk for him.
This is what I don't understand. Well, this is something about politics. They'll say anything they want to say to get into their official office, into the seat. But this is something that I want to do.
Get off your chest.
Yes, I want to get it off my chest. They say what they gotta say to get in that chair, but then once they get there, they don't make any official moves because they got all these other people behind them, being their no man or being their yes man. But
I guess it would be between the Anthony guy and Doug, but I was rooting for Doug because when they first started the mayor elections and everything, that's the first person that I was really looking into because he said everything that I wanted to hear.
And he was actually going out and talking to these people and trying to make more progress with the community. And that's what it's all about, is actually going to these places instead of sitting in the office and just talking.
And it's crazy because people would think that we're older, but we just came out of high school. So we know all of this stuff. We know everything that's going on and we know the problems that need to be fixed. And we watched the changes. We watched the changes from when we was in elementary school and middle school, and then when we got to high school, everything just switched up. They want to make everything charter. They want to do everything different, but obviously they're not really putting no feelings and emotion into it because none of the stuff is working. Because as soon as they leave these charter schools that you guys are so-called building, they are not working for these kids.
So as far as actually voting, I would definitely need to be diving into issues a lot more to consider that. But as far as advertising value, I really liked how the last one had like kind of the music going and was definitely very modern. I loved that. And I think that, spoke to the city and the vibrancy of the city. I think the other two ads were good because they had the personal appeal, but I think I liked the last one as far as marketing value.
This is why Doug Oliver needs to be invested.
Alright, and I'm sure it was kind of like, it wasn't a smooth transition, but based off of those commercials, like who kind of, like you said you liked it, Anthony Williams, what did you like about
out of the commercial, the best presentation was the, who was the second guy?
Jim Kenny.
No, you said who?
Jim Kenny?
No, the other guy.
Anthony Williams? Oh, Doug Oliver? Anthony Williams.
No, the dark-skinned guy.
Doug Oliver.
Yeah,
that was the last one. That was the third one.
I like his presentation. Like his video was hot.
All right, let me make sure that's the right one.
Your mom?
That one?
No, the second one. The other one. No. Yeah, that one.
I am sick and tired of
like that one.
what's going on in our
That's Doug
education.
Oliver.
Why is it every year I got to
Because it's so much of the issues possible.
when is school going to 20 years, we have
That's the dope thing. In 2 more years, it's going to be up to you to vote.
This is why I believe in Doug Oliver.
So actually, this mayoral race is important for you because it's going to lead to when you're in college and some of the things that's going to be, when you're looking for a job and some of the things that you're going to do. So, kind of tell your parents to, check out the mayoral campaign and race and, tell them who you might want to vote for and stuff like that. And then be involved as much as you can.
I'll definitely be endorsing Doug Oliver. And he's also young, and it seems like he'll bring a lot of energy. He seemed very sincere in his wish to tackle the education issue in the city is facing.
That's awesome. That's a good insight. How about you, sir?
I agree. I think the commercials kind of went from best to worst just in terms of how enjoyable they were. Doug Oliver's video definitely made him seem younger, even though I'm not actually sure if he's younger than the second guy. He looked a lot younger than the last Kennedy.
The second guy, great hair.
Oh, I guess. But his music was younger. He had someone else talking about him rather than talking about himself, which made that first video stand out.
Pleasure to meet you, bro.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
And your feedback.
Yeah, no problem. Are you guys just covering your thing?
Alright, thank you guys so much. Yeah, great meeting
What's your name? What's your
Gina.
Gina?
My name's Gina.
We're from where?
I'm Gina and I live in Center City, Philly.
Right.
Cool.
Awesome,
Thank you.
Gina.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, hi. Hi. Tell them I said,
Let me put it in there like a design for marketing.
Okay, but what is it like? Oh, for the state? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for Doug.
Yeah, well, for Doug, for what?
It's crazy
All types
because
of videos you want to do.
it's crazy because you didn't say anything about who you were campaigning for, and I automatically.
Well, really, I wanted to be an independent survey, but I do work, as an independent, media firm for the Doug campaign. I produced that commercial, but really, I just wanted to kind of see, basically, what the different, just different responses based on, because they have super PAC money with thousands of dollars being contributed to their, their media and their campaign. And basically, I'm doing it from the muscle. So it's just, I'm just trying new things. We're just doing a grassroots approach. So we're just in these last 30 days, we're trying to galvanize people on just getting their perspective. And I didn't want to tell you in any way how you would say it, but it's dope that you went in.
So what did Jesus say?
Jesus was going.
Oh no, this is my city. Like, I can't really say because I'm from here. Like, this is my life. My mom used to work here. I went to school on JFK. Like, this is my city. And I just want it. So far, so good. I mean, they're trying. They're dressing it up. They need to fix this up and help the homeless people out. Like, that's a big, big thing. Like, we have a large homeless population here in Philadelphia. Like, that's a big, 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 big problem. So I really hope they build more shelters, get more housing, you know, and not just the housing, but like the families, go to the root of the problem. Like, let's get to the root of why people are homeless, why people don't have jobs, why people sell drugs. Like, have more things to, you know, get families together, whether, you know, they can have, I don't know, family nights, or even if you have an argument in your family, a mediator, or something, like some type of, something where they can like bring families together more, because that's where it starts, in the home. Like, bottom line, if you don't start in the home, you don't get a job, you don't help the economy. So it all starts there. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's where it starts, in the home. So more community type programs.
And in 2015, what do you want to do, and how can the city help you accomplish that?
What I want to do? There's a lot of things I want to do. I just wish, well, I'm a single mom, so I wish that my ultimate goal is to be a homeschooler. I want to homeschool my child, but I want to have a job where as though it's easier to do that, like it's more accessible. So like, if they can help out moms that, you know, want to homeschool their kids and stuff like that. I don't know, like, that's what I want. I don't really know how to go about it. Hopefully, that's what their job is, so.
Right, get you the information in order to be a better parent and homeschool since the school.